How's it going, guys? Today we're back with the next part of the wiring harness install. That's for the 65 Fastback. This part of the wiring harness is going to the one for the front headlights, the parking lights, and say if you have an electric fan or fog lights. Again, this is the American Auto wiring harness. They are very detailed, and today this is what we're going to be installing. So this is what one of the ends of the harness looks like. Again, this is the front light section, and these ends don't come with any connections on them. They all come in this little pouch, which they're all labeled what they're supposed to be. So this is only going to include the ones for the front light harness. Okay, so obviously since we don't have any connections at the end, we're gonna have to install our own terminals. Luckily, the instructions are super clear on which one to get and how to do it. For example, this G connector that goes to the driver's side headlight, we're gonna go to this side, and as you can see, it says double female terminal. So the double female terminal would be this one, this would be the G, and then you just go on and so forth on which connectors you will need. And you do need to pay attention because some of them are labeled differently. Like the one for the driver's side headlight is a G, which is a double female connector, and the one for the passenger side is a single female connector. That's because the driver's side powers the passenger side as well. So first thing we're going to do is get this Tessa tape and start wrapping up this wiring harness to make it nice and neat. Also, before you go crazy on the tape, remember you have to split these up. The first split is going to be to the headlight and the parking light, and then you're gonna continue those and split it off. Okay, one thing is we're gonna have to feed the wires through the engine compartment hole before we make any of these connections. If not, they will not fit. Okay, so the hole you're gonna feed it through is right here. It's right next to what would be your master cylinder for your brakes, and right behind the hinge, that square right there, that's where you're gonna feed it through from the inside towards the engine bay. Okay, also one more thing. I know I keep saying one more thing, but we're not going to be using the orange wire or the black wire because those are for an electric fan. We have a mechanical fan, and the black wires for fog lamps, which we do not have. So we're going to wrap those up tightly in a zip tie and keep them under the dash, just so we don't have any extra wires we don't need. Say if in the future we want to put an electric fan or fog lamps, so we have that option. Okay, so we have the wiring harness roughly laid out here. I have it set here to where it's going to be kind of sitting under the dash, just to see the length. Okay, so it's going to start here. We have it laid out. It's going to go around the shock tower, I believe. So I just wanted to see where to stop, and this is a pretty good location because from here it's going to split into the driver's side headlight, and it's going to go across the radiator support to the other side. So this is a good place to stop, and then split them and continue your wrap. So now that we have that first length done, we're going to go ahead and feed all these wires through that hole that I showed you guys in the first place and go from there. Just a little tip before you start putting the wires through the firewall, you could wrap up the loose ends on the wiring harness just to make it easier. I have it wrapped up in two places. Okay, so now that we got our wires through the firewall, we have them kind of split up to where they're gonna go. So we have our high beam and low beam wire. Right here we have our driver's side turn signal and the parking lights. Once again, we'll refer back to the instructions. This low beam and high beam wire are going to be split in one of these connections, the G connections, as I stated earlier. So we're gonna have to cut this. They give us plenty of wires, so we should be good. But we're gonna cut it around right here so we could feed it through and feed the headlight. We're gonna cut it, split it, and then we're gonna attach the remaining wire, and that's gonna go to the high beam and low beam over there. So all these three are going to be split and sent that way. I hope I explained that right. But the driver's side is going to power the passenger side. Same thing with the parking lights, but the turn signals are going to stay over here. Okay, so I have the wires now routed to roughly where they need to be. I went ahead and put all the ones that need to go through this hole, obviously through the hole, which those are high beam, low beam, and we got our parking light wires and the turn signal. So again, low beam, high beam, parking light, and turn signal. So once again, these are going to be piggybacked to power the other side, which the way that that's gonna happen is we're gonna go ahead and put this connector on. This is the ground wire. The way we're gonna piggyback is these double female connectors. Okay, so one thing I forgot to show is crimping these connectors with these. So this is the headlight wires, and we're gonna go ahead and crimp these. These are labeled as the H connectors, the single female blade connectors. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that. First, we're gonna start off by cutting maybe that's a little too much, but should be okay. So this bottom section is going to crimp the wire, the insulation of the wire, and the top part is going to crimp the actual conductive part of the wire. And these are the American Auto Wire crimps. Honestly, I was a little bit skeptical of them at first because they are very expensive, but I don't think you'd be able to do the job without it. So as you can see, it does a really nice connection right there. We're gonna go ahead and do the top. Really nice crimp, I mean. And it has two sections where we did the big one, and now we're gonna use the smaller part of this to crimp the conductive part of the wire. Okay, so that crimp is all done. Let me go ahead and zoom in. You can see it looks pretty nice. We don't need to put any heat shrink on this one because it won't fit into the connector for the headlight, but that is how these look. Okay, so now that we got the wires cut and ready to crimp, once again we're putting the two low beams together on one terminal and the two high beams on another terminal. Okay, so we got these crimped and ready to go. These two are gonna feed the other side of the headlight. So that's these wires right here, that's what leads to this. And we're going to do the same thing that we did there to the brown wire, which is the parking lights. That's gonna feed from this one to the other parking light. Okay, so before we crimp these two parking light wires, I wanted to show you the terminals and the instructions. So as per instructions, it says on the blue wire to use the D terminal, and on the brown one the E, which is the double. This is the E, this is the D. The E is a double, so that would be this one right here. I'm not sure if you could, how well you could see it, but it is a little bigger, meant to fit two wires, and this is only meant to fit one. And then those are going to go in the connectors that feed the parking light. Okay, so we're all done with the driver's side connections. We have the parking light that is doubled up, the turn signal that is alone, and the high beam and low beams that are doubled up. So now we're gonna go ahead and wire loom these. We're gonna wrap them up in the Tessa tape and then go ahead and redo what we just did. Okay, now we have our wire wrapped up, and this is the one that's going to go under the radiator supports and through this tiny hole you see right there next to the battery. So these wires, we're going to feed them through that hole. They're going to come out through here just like the other side, and we're just going to rinse and repeat the same thing we did over there. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention is the orientation of where these headlight wires go to the headlight connector. So there's two on opposite sides and one hole at the bottom, and the green one is going to go on the opposite side of the black, which the black one already comes installed, so you don't have to worry about messing that up. And then the brown one just goes on the top section, and these just click in. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this install. We got everything buttoned down right here. Still need to add some straps right here for the wiring. It looks like we are done for this. This wire that you see here is for the horns. Obviously there's 2 horns, 1 wire, so you're going to piggyback the connection over to the next horn. We have all our connections done, this side as well. But yeah, what's left is putting in the rest of the wiring. But if you guys have any questions regarding this section or any other section of the wiring, go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys for watching. Next video is probably going to be the taillight section of the wiring, if not another section of the wiring. But thanks again for watching.